Many of you may know that I'm on a small vacation in Pattaya in Thailand and doing lots of videos related to Thailand, Pattaya, etc. If you do want to see what I've been up to, then click the link up above round about now, if I remember to do that. A warm welcome to the channel. It's Sunday the 3rd of September 2023 and I have just found the best t-shirt ever. Have a look at this. Wow. Okay, now, Three Gorges Dam, China's controversial Three Gorges Dam ending. There are three scenarios. Well, actually there's four, but we're just going to do three. Maybe we're going to do four. The first one is quite obvious, and it's going to be an earthquake. The gravity dam, now the Three Gorges Dam is a gravity dam, so either side of it, there's nothing holding it on to the earth. It's just the sheer weight of the dam holding it down. It stands on two tectonic plates, and these have not gone off in decades, maybe even centuries. But why is someone putting a dam on any tectonic plate? So this is quite a big problem, and you can read this article here. One of the greatest fears that the dam may trigger severe earthquakes because it's on the reservoir sits on two major faults. So this could be the first scenario that there is, let's say, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake, for example, on one of these tectonic plates. This is going to make the reservoir go crazy, and who knows the scenario. That's the first one for you. The second one is flooding. Now, China, throughout the summer, from May all the way until near enough the end of this month, September, is prone to floods, maybe because of typhoons, hurricanes, global warming, climate control, whatever the scenario. And 2020 was actually a really bad year for the Yangtze River, and you've possibly seen some videos of the Three Gorges with the sluice gates open, and there were many fears that it could have collapsed that year because there were dents, there were warps, etc. Nothing that the government tried to hide or play down, but we had the evidence there. But the Three Gorges is still standing, but that's one of the possibilities. Now, please note, this cost like $38 billion to make, around that cost. But how much went into the back pockets of the corrupt officials? So the quality with subcontractor after subcontractor just slowly went down because no one wanted to put their paws on the Three Gorges because they thought it was impossible. And if the case happens with Chinese law, well, they will go to court, and the CEOs and the executives will go to prison. The third scenario is it's just going to get old. Like most rivers, or should I say like most buildings or constructions, they do get old and they do get decommissioned. Now, it took round about 20-something years for near enough the dam to be fully operational. And they said this will last for 1,000 years, but suddenly they changed it to 200 years. Then it went down to 100 years. And in some cases, some experts would say only 50 years from the date of construction. So maybe it's only got like 20 years left. Who knows? But this is the one that is going to happen one day, eventually. Maybe it is 100 years. Maybe it is longer than that. Look at the Hoover Dam that was built in the 1930s. It's still there. Is it operational? Yeah. Is it as good as it was 100 years ago, 90 years ago? The answer is no. But it still produces electricity. But it was built to a high standard, and that's the difference. So that's another scenario. The last one is number 4. And this one may be a little bit sensitive. As you know, there's always been the conflict between Taiwan and mainland China ever since 1949, when mainland China became the People's Republic of China, and the Republic of China, the ROC, moved to Taiwan. Basically, that's the story. And in recent years, there's been talk of reunification, and Xi Jinping said this will always be peaceful, etc., etc. It goes on and on. But he does do sublines. He's saying the last resort is that we may invade. What does this got to do with the Three Gorges? Well, if the People's Republic of China, the PLA, did invade, the secret doomsday plan would be for the Taiwanese government to use 2 missiles. One would hit, or a group should they say, one would be aimed at the Three Gorges and 2 would be aimed at Beijing, cutting out the system completely. So this could be China's Achilles heel. Now, I am not a military expert related to these kind of things, and can they be knocked down? Can these missiles be knocked down, or drones, or how far they can fly? Some people say 200-300 kilometers. Is that going to be enough to hit the capital, Beijing, or the Three Gorges? Is just another scenario. But you could say this is Beijing's, I rephrase that, this could be Taipei's secret doomsday plan for China. Yeah. What personally I think is have an election. If the Taiwanese people want to be reunified with China, then do it. It happened in Scotland, and the Scottish people in the end didn't want to, or the high percentage did. They can do it the same as in Taiwan. You would expect that most people would think, no, they don't want to, because they see Hong Kong, the one country, two system policy. Looks what's happened in recent years. As always, at the end of the video, thank you very much for your time. A big hello to all the new subscribers who joined in the last 4 weeks. I think there's been over 500. Thank you so much for clicking that subscribe. And many thanks to the people who do support me financially through Patreon, that you can see a link in there. Super thanks, or through the membership program. It's all available for you. But a big thanks to all for spending your time on Sunday or whenever it is to watch me waffling on for hours and hours about the Three Gorges Dam, etc. Why do I do this? Well, basically because if this does happen one day, it's not just going to affect China, it's going to affect the whole world. And that's some more food for thought. Have an epic Sunday wherever you are. Bye-bye for now.